Has it taken for you to get back? Because there was a period of time there where you were out injured. It felt like a long way away to get back into this Australian side.
Yeah, and there's so many other good fast bowlers around the country. I was sort of a little bit nervous, but yeah, just got my body right. A lot of hours in the gym, and yeah, I'm just really happy to be here now.
And how good is it to be part of such a special win here?
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, to win 3-1 against India hasn't been done for a while, but yeah, awesome.
The key thing now is to try and get yourself into that starting 11. Are you going to be knocking on Pat Cummins' door?
No, I'm happy just playing a part as wherever I can.
Congratulations once again, Scott, and all the best in whatever comes next.
Thank you.
Scott Boland, 10 wickets in the match, but 21 wickets across the series and an average of 13. Wonderful stuff. And now on to the NRMA player of the series. Lots of bowlers contributing in this one in particular, but for his 32 wickets at 13 and almost single-handedly helping India to a series win, Jasprit Bumrah is the player of the series. Jasprit, probably quite bittersweet for you. You were able to contribute so much throughout this series, but to not be there on what was a series-defining day must have been very frustrating.
Yeah, a little frustrating, but you know, sometimes you have to respect your body, and you can't fight your body. So yeah, a little disappointing at the end that, you know, probably missed out on the spiciest wicket on the series. But yeah, that's the way it is. Sometimes you have to accept what it is and, you know, move forward.
At what point did you know that you had a problem there?
So just felt a little bit of discomfort, so just wanted to, you know, check it out, what's happening in the first innings when I came back for my second spell.
At the same time that the team were able to contribute with you off the field, they picked up those final 5 wickets yesterday, then got batting again. It was difficult out there. What was the chat this morning amongst the group coming into the game today?
Well, the chat was about belief, because, you know, the other bowlers stepped up in the first innings as well. Obviously, with a bowler shot, and, you know, other bowlers had to take extra responsibility. So this morning as well, the chat was according to that, you know, you have that belief, and we are good enough. If we create enough pressure, we'll be able to do some damage.
A lot of character was shown across this series, but ultimately, where do you think it went wrong for India in the end?
So, you know, lots of ifs and buts, because the whole series was well fought, and today as well, you know, we were in the game, so it was not like it was totally one-sided. Yes, this is how Test cricket goes in the nerve moments. Whichever team holds their nerve for the longest and, you know, sticks together and tries to find a way out of that will win the series. So I think, yeah, it was a well-fought series, a lot of good learnings for us and experience that our players have gained who've come here for the first time.
What are some of those learnings that you talk about?
You know, being in the game for longer, you know, creating pressure, sometimes absorbing pressure when the wickets are difficult, and sometimes playing to the situation. So all of these learnings are important, because young players have come up and, you know, they score runs or they have success through a certain way, but in Test cricket you have to sometimes adapt to the situation, make your game work in a different manner as well. So I think these learnings will help us in the future.
A good mix of senior players and youngsters coming in. How impressed were you by the way that the youngsters were able to play here? Oh, and what is usually such a tough tour in Australia?
Yeah, as I said, that they've gained a lot of experience, and only they'll go from strength to strength over here. Obviously, this is not the easiest place to play cricket, but we've shown that, you know, we have that in us, and we have a lot of talent in our group. So yes, it's all about adapting and learning new things about your game, and I'm sure a lot of the youngsters are keen, and obviously they're disappointed that, yeah, we're not able to win the series, but they want to take the learnings forward and, you know, keep growing from here.
4th most attended series ever here in Australia, so you got a good draw. You know, a lot of people wanted to come and watch you play, and you certainly entertain. Any final words from yourself, Jasprit, before you're able to obviously congratulate the Australians?
No, it was a great series, and, you know, congratulations to Australia. They fought really well, and, you know, well-deserved win. So yeah, a well-fought series is over, and then we'll regroup and move forward from here.
Thanks, Jasprit, and thank you to the rest of the Indian team as well. It was a seriously intense battle, but ultimately Australia getting it done, and I'd now like to welcome up to the stage Pat Cummins. Peaked too soon, AB. Pat, you have a lot of trophies in your cabinet already, but how much does this one mean to you?
Unreal. Yeah, this was one that a few of us didn't have. It's been an amazing series, and it's one of those ones that's been in the calendar for a fair while. You've always got an eye on it for the last year or two, and it's really, it's lived up to all the hype.
Let's start with today, because you needed wickets quickly. You picked up 4 for 16 before the batters went back out there. What was the talk from you and the group before you headed out onto the field of play?
Yeah, just being really clear with our plans. Trying to minimise the amount of runs that scored this morning. That was kind of the first box to tick, and then we knew it was going to be a tricky wicket, so just being proactive out there. All the guys that had a bat had a really good method and tried to take the game on and kept the runs ticking over, and ultimately worked out.
And then from a series point of view, how proud are you of the group that you were able to bounce back after that blip in that first Test match?
Oh yeah, immensely proud. We spent a lot of time together, the group, over the years, so we knew we weren't at our best at Perth, but it was never as bad as it seems. So you stick tight and double down on what makes us a really good side, and we've managed to have a lot of fun along the way as well. Absolutely love playing alongside these guys, and it's some success at the end is always nice.
You hold every bilateral trophy, plus the World Cup, plus the Test Championship trophy as well. It's a pretty amazing side that you're part of.
Yeah, thanks. It's been, it's such a special group. Feel so privileged to, first of all, have this job, but what we've been able to achieve together alongside the support staff as well. It's such a group effort. Families as well, they give up so much. So really proud with what we've been able to achieve. As I said, we're also hopefully having the best time of our lives as we're doing it together as well. So pretty satisfied at the moment.
You've had a group that have really stuck together over the years, but how important was it to be able to blood some new players in and to see the efforts that they were able to put in their first Test matches?
Yeah, it's always nice. We always talk about needing a squad, especially in these 5 Test match series. You're rarely going to play the same 11. 3 debutants this series all came in, fitted in really well, and contributed at different times. So that's always, it's always great. Bo, on his debut match this game as well, I thought was fantastic. So, it feels like we're building something nice.
Yeah, your own contributions as well with the bat. You talked about lower order runs in the last Test match, but also in the wickets. Your own performances to be able to lead from the front, Pat. A word on that?
Yeah, pretty happy with how I played throughout the series. I thought our planning and prep coming in was really good. I was lucky I had a bit of a freshen up leading to the series, and I think that really helped me and a couple of the other guys. So these are the big series that you try and peak for, and happy with how I played.
And some senior players providing the runs as well, with the likes of Steve Smith, back-to-back centuries, and Travis Head, an outstanding series for him. Yeah,
some key moments. Some of our mainstays really stood up. So I think you need to do that to beat a side like India. And those key moments, we had guys who put up their hand and won the match for us.
Final word on that contest with India. I mean, it drew so many people to watch, and the crowds have just been sensational throughout this series.
Yeah, that's right. I think it'll go down as one of my favourite series to play. Thanks to Rohit and Jasprit and Gotham for an amazing series. But I think the fans are what made this series. Every venue was incredible. MCG last week was off its head, and I think 3 sellouts in 3 days here in Sydney. It's just really special. I think it shows why Test cricket's the best format and why we love playing it so much. And the significance of being able to lift the trophy here today on day 3, Jay McGrath Day. Yeah, that's right. It's such a special day in the calendar. As a Sydney sider as well, it's something I grew up with. It's now I think 15 plus years, and seeing everyone turn out in pink, celebrate an amazing cause. It's just a great way to kick off the year. Well, congratulations once again, Pat. You can now invite your team up alongside the great Alan Border and be able to lift that trophy. India have held it since 2017. Australia have just won it back. They win the Border Gavaskar Trophy 3-1.
lineups. Even the tail